Since 1989, Customs and Border Patrol implemented what they've called the Border Safety Initiative to address the issue of migrants dying as they try to cross the desert into the United States. Good evening, I'm Haley Brand.
And I'm Baietto Wang. Thank you for joining us. Cronkite News reporter Marcella Baietto went down to Ajo near the southern border to track down why a part of this initiative is so controversial.
Border Patrol has placed these rescue beacons in the desert for migrants who are crossing in case they need help, arguing that this is the most effective way to save lives. However, not everyone agrees. One touch of a button could mean life or death for migrants crossing the border. This is a Border Patrol rescue beacon, a 30-foot tower located in the Arizona desert with a bright blue light that can be seen during the day or night from 10 miles away. They're intended to be used by migrants in distress when crossing the border.
This is one way that we combat the humanitarian aspect of what we do, which has been growing in its role as Border Patrol agents.
But humanitarian aid groups like No More Death say the beacons are practically useless.
I have many anecdotes of running into people who have pressed the beacon, the button at the beacon, and are sitting at the beacon and have been there for anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 days and are still waiting for a response.
But Border Patrol says these beacons are a more effective response to the influx of migrants crossing than leaving out water and food on trails.
A jug of water in the desert will never find its intended target, which is a person who's coming into the country who might be in distress. These rescue beacons are the definitive way to get somebody from a bad situation, which is a illegal crossing to the desert through a very dangerous desert.
Essentially how this works is if a migrant is in need of emergency care, they can actually just press this button. This will then notify Border Patrol. But No More Death says the waiting times for that to happen can stretch in some cases as long as 2 days. They also argue that some of the locations of the 34 beacons in the Tucson sector are impractical.
Most of them are right on a road, which I think contributes to the public image aspect of this. They want them to be very public to people in the desert, not actually effective for migrants who would use them.
This particular beacon is located near Ajo, about 40 miles from the Mexican border. After a 5-minute drive off the road, there it is. As the effectiveness of the beacons continues to be discussed, Border Patrol says a migrant's health takes precedent over anything. However, once that button is pressed and agents arrive,
We're gonna process them through the immigration system the same way we would anybody else.
in Ajo, Marcella Baietto, Cronkite News. According to Border Patrol, in 2018, these rescue beacons were activated 93 times and they made 158 rescues. In Phoenix, Marcella Baietto, Cronkite News.